My name is Zimbo. It's proud Zimbo here, back again. Now, welcome to the second episode of the best albums from Zimbabwe series. Now, on the first episode, the one which I uploaded last month, I mostly concentrated. It was more of an introductory episode, but even though I concentrated on the legends because I included Sister Chi, there was Mkanya, there was Chuku. Now, to make this series a bit more interesting, I'll be theming the episodes. Now, for this second episode, I'll be concentrating more on the urban artists, the albums released by the young urban artists. And the next one will be gospel. Then, judging by the response from the first video, I think the fourth one, it will be a Sungura edition because a lot of you gave me recommendations about some of the albums you think are the best Sungura albums. So that will be on the fourth. So what I'll be doing on this series, for those who did not watch the first, I'll be only giving you 5 albums per episode. And if you have any other albums that you think, Zimbos must know and they belong on the list of the best albums from Zimbabwe, feel free to comment below. And in the next episodes, you never know, your album will definitely feature. So the first album I'm going to talk about today is Ini Ienaye by Trinity. Now this was an amazing album. It was released in 2006 and it contains 16 amazing tracks. Now Trinity did not live much after that point, but even though they left a lasting legacy because this is just a masterpiece, I can say it's one of the classics that managed to come out during the Urban Grooves movement days. Now this album contains classics like Jesa. I know a lot of you love Jesa. And it also contains Wadiwa. It also managed to get a lot of airplay and a lot of people love it. And my favorite from the album are Usachke featuring Junior Brown. Usachke, agana ndoyenda, amumoyo, dinenge ndinewe, richinyura, ndichange ndiripo, kuzoani wewe mudiwa. So this is another amazing album, and if you are talking about some of the best albums from Zimbabwe, and in terms of the urban music albums, this album was well put, it was well made, even judging by the fact that it came out in 2006, even the quality of the lyrics, everything, the arrangement is just amazing, and it can even give some of the new albums a run for their money. So it's an amazing album and it deserves to be on such a list. The second album I'm going to talk about is coming from the king of R&B himself, Trevor Wekwadongo, with his 2012 album, First Verse. Now, before this album came, Trevor was already a household name. I think he released another album in 2010, the album which contained the tracks Nerunako. It was one of the most popular tracks for that year. But then in 2012, that's where he really solidified his position as the best R&B artist in Zimbabwe. And First Verse was just amazing with the leading track, Ndashamisiga, which just blew the charts away. And at the end of 2012, it was the best song on all the radio stations, Power FM, Star FM, ZFM, I think, and even some online radio stations. That track was #1 everywhere. And that just showed how good that album was. And not just concentrating on the Shamisika, there were also other amazing tracks. My favorite, Mskana Wangu, and there's also Rudor Wako, there's Mutore. Akana Ari Wako, Mutore ufambe nai, Mutore, Mutore, Mutore ufambe nai, Akana Ari Wako, Mutore ufambe nai. Excellent, excellent. Woo! Woo, woo. And this is just a classic. It's a masterpiece. A lot of people love this album, and it's definitely one of the best albums to ever come out of Zim. Now, the third album I'm going to talk about comes from the guy who's already a legend. He's already one of the best musicians to ever come out of Zim, and that is Winky D with the album Iko Figo. Now, Winky D released Iko Figo in 2010, and it contained 9 amazing tracks. Now, prior to the release of this album, Winky D, many people related to Winky D, he's just a dancehall artist. But when Iko Figo dropped, the whole image changed because everyone in Zimbabwe, regardless if you're a Sungura fan, a jazz fan, a hip-hop fan, everyone fell for Iko Figo. It was just amazing. And even the translation, Iko Figo means the unthinkable. And I can definitely say Winky D did the unthinkable on this album because it shook the whole nation. And it made Winky D into Big Man. Now we refer to him as Big Man, Gaffer, But this is the album that did everything that Winky D is today. And the album was really amazing. It contained some of the classic Zim Danso tracks that we know. Wingity featuring Gaspi Warrior on the track Bus the Short. That's an amazing track. Then there's Isusu. There's Controversy. Apakayeta Controversy. Ndaona chimoko chakamira nemfesi. Controversy. There's Msarua Big Man. You know what? This is just a solid album, and it's definitely one of the best albums to ever come out of Zim. And you know, Winky D right now, people look up to him, and because of this album, I think he kind of like opened avenues for future dance artists, because after Ego Figo came, people were more lenient towards Zim Danso. They weren't that harsh. They could afford to give an ear to a number of tracks, and because of that, you know what, Zim Danso managed to grow into what it is today. So this album, despite being one of the best, it also played a major role in the growth of Zim Danso. So it's another amazing album. So just as Winky D's Ego Figo set the standard for Zim Danso, this next project also set the standard for Zim Hip Hop, and that is Chasing Moments by Karma. Now this was released in 2012, and it's a very solid mixtape. Now when this album came out, got a lot of good reviews from literally every stakeholder in the Zim Hip Hop sector, from the producers, the fans, and even the artists. Now this is just an amazing project. I think it was produced by Mix Masters, and the production is on point. The theme of the album is on point. Karma's rapping abilities were just on point. Everything about this mixtape was just fantastic. So the project contained 10 tracks, with my favorites being Chasing Moments, the title track. There is Come Closer. There's Fall in It, there's Illuminati, there's Jakuna Kidza. You know, it's definitely worth a listen. It may not be as popular as some of the other albums here are, but I definitely urge you to just download this mixtape and enjoy for yourself. You definitely see why I included this mixtape among the best albums to ever come out of Zim. Now the last album I'll be talking about today is Chose by Alexio Kawara. This album was released in 2011, and it contains 13 amazing tracks. Now Alexio Kawara is already an icon. He's already proven. I don't think Alexio Kawara needs to prove anything right now. From way back, from the Chivuguvugu days, Alexio was always killing it. Chinodanana, then there was Shaina. You know what? Alexio has a proven track record of creating classics, love classics, a lot of amazing sing-along tracks. Now on this album, Alexio was maturing as a jazz artist, and he proved how far and how good he can be with this album. And when it came out, it kind of received a bit of mixed reviews, because, you know what, as for a jazz album, I think you need time to really appreciate the whole art behind it. The whole album is a bit mellow. It's not really up-tempo. So I think for a lot of people, that's what put them off, because they were like, you know what, this album is a bit chilled. So for many people, they'll just discard it away. But as time went on, I think many started to realize that this is just a fantastic album, with tracks such as Chiwande Wande, Save, Newe, Chipo Changu. Nokutenda itenziwoye, manditungamira murwendo, kuti ndikone kurarama, manzi chipo changu mambo, chipo changu. Manzi Chipo. Thank you. And the title track Tose, and definitely solidified Alexio as one of the best artists, young artists we have in Zimbabwe. He's a great performer, he's a great lyricist, he's a great vocalist. So with this album, he really solidified his position as one of the best. Buy the album, take a listen to it, it's just amazing. And also this year, he promised us that he'll be releasing a new album titled Oi. He has released his first single, the track Neana, and another amazing, brilliant track. So I'm definitely looking forward to this album, and it's promising to be amazing. So yeah, that's it for this episode. So if you think there are other albums which need to be mentioned among the best albums to ever come out of Zim, feel free, write them in the comment section below. And also, don't forget to like the video. See you again next time.